Hey guys, welcome. We're going to use the Elemental deck with the Rider deck for this read. So with this read, I want to sort of look at sort of the elements behind something, the elements behind some sort of a situation that you are going in. This might even be a relationship that you had too, guys, or this could even speak to somebody around you, an energy around you, because I really want to reach out to the energies around you guys today too, as sort of not just talking about the situations that you're going in, but also pulling in like a new perspective or somebody else's perspective, which I feel like is going to bring a clarity to a situation that you're involved in. So we have volcanoes. That's been coming out quite a bit lately. This volcanoes is all about change. It's all about a force of nature that can sometimes be destructive. It like changes the landscape. It completely changes the landscape of something. It can be quite devastating, whatever this is. It's also wiping the slate clean though. And it allows for rebirth and renewal, whatever this is. But it's not an easy change. This is, like I said, the word devastating comes to mind. And we also have ice, which is purity. So we have like two opposites here right now. It's almost like a death and a rebirth. It's like a new chapter. Whatever this was, it was like cleansing. It was purifying. It got rid of something negative. It got rid of something destructive. It's like something came to a head as well, is what I get from these cards. Is that there was like this explosive force that like built up, the pressure built up and built up and built up, and finally, boom, it came to a head, and there was this huge release. And now we have this time of sort of purity, of renewal, of cleansing. And we have outer core, fluidity. And this is about how life goes, how nothing comes to a complete end. It just sort of changes. It's like a river flowing. There's lots of twists and turns, but it still keeps going. It still keeps heading to where it's supposed to be, this ultimate destination. Like how they flow towards the sea, how they flow towards a lake. They all have this ultimate destination where they're supposed to wind up. And this is part of this journey, this cleansing, this volcanic event, and then the cleansing and the renewal and the rebirth. It's part of this journey forward. It's part of this outer core, this fluidity, and being able to move and change with life, not allowing this volcanoes event to bring you to a complete halt, being able to keep moving forward and moving on. And we have Earth. And Earth represents home. This is a coming home. This is a coming home to yourself. This might even be speaking for some of you with spirituality as well, and finding yourself. But this is being comfortable in your own skin. This is finding your own power. There is water in the back of this card, and water is representative of creation, of new life, of rebirth, just like the outer core and this fluidity. It's speaking to this new rebirth, this coming into your own. And we also have beginnings, east. East represents beginnings because the sun rises in the east, guys. So this is a time for a new beginning. This is a time for renewal after something very devastating happened that left us feeling probably alone, probably out in the cold. But whatever it was cleansing. We were cleansing some sort of an energy, some sort of a high energy. This had to come to some sort of a head. This was part of the journey. It was part of the journey because it was another curve in the river that's carrying you to where you need to go. It's building you up. It's taking you home, taking you to your ultimate destination. And we're going to pull some rider cards now, because now I'm drawn to this deck. So we'll find out more about what this situation was. So the Ten of Cups, and it is in reverse. So the Ten of Cups can represent that home life. Whatever this was in the home life. It was broken apart in some way, shape, or form. Because I get that alone feeling from the ice, from the purity card, that even though this is positive, this is cleansing, because we're cleansing something toxic, we're cleansing something negative, there's still this sense of loneliness. There's still this sense of perhaps even isolation that goes along with this. We also have the Ten of Wands in reverse. So the Ten of Wands can represent a disappointing ending, but one that benefits us in the long run. We're still processing this ending. This ending isn't quite over yet. Whatever this is, there's still some sort of an attachment, is what I'm feeling from the cards, that has to come into play for this Ten of Swords to turn upright. We're starting this new beginning. We're starting this moving forward, but there's still some sort of a tie that's keeping this Ten of Swords from turning upright. The Three of Wands. The words that immediately came into my mind when I saw this Three of Wands was not looking back. So whatever this change is, it has brought heartache. It's brought some negative feelings. It's brought some sort of destruction with it, but somebody's not looking back. Somebody's determined to keep moving forward. I get pulled to the fluidity card, to the outer core. This moving forward, we're going to keep moving forward. We're not going to look back. We're going to keep going. The Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. So there is some sort of a new beginning here, just like East says. The sun is dawning on a new beginning, a new chapter in somebody's life. Somebody's not looking back. They're not going back to this old chapter, whatever this was. I also have Justice. So this is what it is. This is why this Ten of Swords is in reverse and not sitting upright. It's because somebody has this justice. They're waiting for this justice. This is going to play a big part in bringing that finality, finally cutting those last few ties, contributing to some sort of a new beginning in finance, I do believe. From these cards, that's what this pentacle is representing. I do see the word money in my mind. So this is going to be part of this new beginning. I don't know if this is going to be assets divided or some sort of a settlement that's going to bring funds for moving forward. And it's going to bring options too. Because right now somebody feels like they don't have options. They're feeling stuck. Well, they're possibly waiting for justice in this new beginning, in this new chapter, in this trying to move forward, feeling like perhaps they're left out in the cold, and that might be financially and emotionally speaking. But they did cleanse something. Whatever this was that came to a head, it had to happen, and it did bring cleansing. It brought a positive release of something that had to be let go of. So the Seven of Pentacles is an abundant harvest. Sometimes it's reaping what you've sown too. It does pull into karma. And the Queen of Cups. Yeah, somebody is definitely struggling with emotions right now. Processing emotions in moving forward and letting go of something related to this volcano, this Ten of Cups in reverse. They're processing the emotions that go along with an ending and trying to move forward, trying to find this forward way of being. I do see him looking at his pentacles. It's like something he worked to cultivate for a long time. But I don't feel like he's entirely reaping the benefits of it. I feel sadness coming from this card. I've never felt sadness coming from this card before. And this is, I feel like, connected to the Queen of Cups. Like she's grieving. She's grieving a loss for something that she tried to work, to cultivate, to grow, to build for a long period of time. Something she very much invested in. The Eight of Cups, a bright new journey forward, leaving the past behind. This is part of this not looking back though. This is part of this healing. This is part of this fluidity and this moving forward, moving on with a new beginning. But there's definitely emotions that are connected to the past, connected to this volcanic event that caused this Ten of Cups in reverse. This devastation in the home life. We have the Strength card. She's finding her strength, this Queen of Cups, in this new chapter. And this is part of coming into your own. This is part of coming home to yourself, getting comfortable in your skin again. This Queen of Cups is finding her strength. She's finding her empowerment in this healing process because she's not done. She's not totally on the flip side of this yet. She's still processing emotions that have to go along with it. And part of it is because of the justice. It's because she's waiting for all of this to play out so that she can have what she needs to have, the options in moving forward, and what that kind of moving forward is going to look like to her. Yeah, waiting for news, because we got the Eight of Wands here, but it's in reverse. She's waiting for news, waiting for some sort of a communication. And it has to do with choosing a path. Whatever this is going to play a part in her being able to choose a path and moving forward. I feel like she's already looking though. I feel like she's already trying to plan. I feel like she's already trying to sort out a direction, as sort of trying to find her North Star, trying to determine sort of where to go next. It's just she can't take action on it yet until she has this news, this justice, whatever this is that's going to turn this Ten of Swords back upright, the Seven of Cups back upright, that's going to give her these choices. The Ace of Wands, which represents new beginnings as well, and new life. So this is she's starting a new life. There is a new chapter, but she's still struggling because, like I said, there's this missing element, and this is something that she has no control over. So on her side of things, she's doing what she needs to do. She's doing the emotional work. She's looking in a forward way. She's trying to heal her heart and moving forward. There's just this element that keeps her tied to whatever this was until she can finally step away from it. But this justice has to come into place. Somebody else has to make a call here for it. As a collaboration, a partnership, I do see the word marriage in this card. So I feel like this might be speaking to a relationship, a romantic relationship coming to an end. People may have been married. They may have just been in a very long-term relationship where they had combined assets. And that's part of this justice, is we're waiting for assets to be divided in this journey and moving forward. Because I just keep seeing sadness in what somebody was trying to cultivate and it not having it come to fruition. The Knight of Wands, he does represent moving and moving on. He can sometimes, when he speaks to moving, like actually physically moving homes, is sometimes moving a distance to. So moving to a different city, a different state, a different province, a different country. He can speak of that kind of moving as well. But definitely change. He heralds change. And he is holding a wand. We are waiting for news. I feel like this is tying into the Ace of Wands, is tying into the Eight of Wands, is tying into this news that's going to herald change for her. And the Two of Cups does speak to a relationship. I do feel like there's some sort of a news coming regarding the relationship. This Knight of Wands is connected to this Two of Cups. There's going to be some sort of news coming on the Page of Swords, where somebody... See, this Page of Swords can sometimes be someone who watches, somebody who watches people from the outside. I feel like he's getting cut off, though. He's getting cut off. He's getting blocked. And I wonder if she isn't moving on to a new relationship too. Or maybe he's watching to see if she moves on to a new relationship. But I feel like she's actively trying to block him. I feel like part of whatever this justice is that's going to come about is going to help to block him too. It's like it's going to send him packing. It's going to, that last little tie that he might be hanging on to spy on her and see what she's up to, is going to be gone. It's going to be eliminated. We have the Hermit card. It's like this time for introspection, this time by herself, for purification, for finding wisdom, for finding her own self, coming into her own skin, contemplating her new beginning. And the Hanged Man in reverse. So the Hanged Man usually represents the only thing that could possibly hold you back from success in life is you. When he's in reverse like that, it says there is some other sort of element at play. And that's what I felt earlier on in the card. She's waiting for some other puzzle piece to come into play so that she can truly have her moving forward. And the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is about wealth. It's about abundance. This is what she's coming into. She's coming into some sort of an abundance. It's not just whatever is going to be divided, that Ace of Pentacles, that new beginning. This is speaking deeper than just money. This is speaking to her coming into her own. It's speaking to the purification. It's speaking to the emotional side of this new beginning, this not looking back, this building, this moving forward, healing from the hurt, healing from disappointment, and healing from sadness. She has a new chapter ahead of her, and she is fully open to embracing it. And once this last puzzle piece falls into place for her, she's truly going to be able to cut ties and move forward. Alrighty guys, I hope that you enjoyed the read. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.